All right, guys, I am back. I am missing my camera here. Let's see what's happening. There we go. All right, guys, I'm back. Now I'm actually missing the chat. Let's see here. Chat to list available. All right, so for some reason, I am not seeing my chat in the actual like in the actual area here where it's supposed to pop up. Let's see, choose, enter. So um, let's see. Nope, that's not working. So we're going to do it the way we were doing it last time. So I'm going to just go back into here. And so if there's a delay, and I'm sure there will be a delay, if yes, we are back. And there's probably going to be a delay. So if you guys are getting a delay, that is because I'm actually reading your chats. I'm actually reading them off of the actual video because I can't seem to get video. Let's see, nope, don't know what's happening there. So I can't seem to get the chat over here where I can see it in the actual screen. And just so you guys know, I actually use the Google Hangouts for chatting. So that's probably the quickest and easiest way to do it. I was trying to like the first time I tried this, I had no idea what the heck I was doing. So means we're essentially current with. Okay, all right. So that means we're essentially current with you then. Okay, so what's so basically, so I know you just posted that. So about how long was it since before I acknowledged that? Was it about 7 seconds or 30 seconds or something like that? Because I'm assuming that there's a, let's see. Yeah, because yeah, that's why I kind of figured there's a 30-second delay. So, all right, well, we're here. So I'm going to be trying to figure some things out while we're doing that, and I'm actually going to see if let's see if I can actually let's see do something about that delay as well. So hopefully that'll work out. I know, right? Yeah, that's about the 30-second delay. I was shocked, and again that's because I'm actually looking at the chat in the I'm looking at it in the actual on the actual video. I'm pretty sure I'm doing something wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm doing something wrong here that I'm not seeing the actual chat. So I'm going to look into that later and see if there's something I'm doing wrong that can fix that. But let's see if there was a program to use to do a live stream on YouTube. Just use Google Hangouts. But like I'm just now getting into this and figuring the whole thing out. So Google Hangouts is the quickest way to do it. So the pro podcasts are using Stream. Yeah. Yep. And okay, now here's the thing, right? I've been on Discord. I have a Discord. I think I have a Discord. I have no idea how it works or what it is. I have no like I was there and I forget I think I popped up in I am Alex's Discord one time. I popped up in somebody's Discord and I didn't know what was going on there. guess I need to figure out Google Hang. Oh, it's Google Hangouts is very simple. Actually, go into your let's see. Let me find it here. Into your Creator Studio. Just click under your little logo in the upper right hand side. Click on there. Go into your Creator Studio and just go for click on live streaming. And if you go and do that, you'll get two options. You can schedule an event, or you can stream. You can just do it right then and there. But to do that, you need you need something to stream with. If you schedule an event, you'll get the option to do the Google Hangouts. So you'll get the option to use Google Hangouts and do it from there, and it just does it all for you. See, yeah, Discord? Yeah, I haven't figured Discord out either, Jack. I've no idea what's going on. I just see a lot of information going in front of my face, and I'm like, okay, who's talking to who? And but I'm gonna actually figure it out, because I know everybody has a Discord, and that's kind of like the big thing now. So it's like keeping up with the social media stuff is it's really crazy, because every time there's something new coming out. I think there was something else people were using not too long ago. I didn't know what the heck that was either. I'm new to Google Hangouts, so lots of people are switching from Skype to Discord now. I've never used Skype. I mean, I use Skype like about 3 or 4 times. I've used it maybe. I'd say I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I used Skype, and that was just for like a video chat or something like that. I have to look into it sometime later this week. Great way to keep in contact with you. Yeah. One of the big things that I want to do this year is actually have more interaction with the subs. So Discord, that's something that a lot of people seem to be seem to be interacting. Twitter is probably the biggest way, but Twitter's losing its mind right now. Worse than YouTube. So, see, when I was working in Australia, Skype was seriously important connection to us. Oh, really? Well, you know what? Skype is. I don't really have. I know some people have a problem with Skype. I don't really have a problem with Skype. I just don't. I don't really use it that much. I just like. I'm not like a video chat person. There are people who have used it to talk with me, and it's usually people who I don't actually know personally, and they'll video chat with me through Skype. But I mean, Facebook has a video chat now, so that kind of pretty much has. I think it's pretty much going to kill. I can't even say it, because I know a lot of people still use Skype. So because it's got the phone service part to it too, right? It's got the phone service part to it. I recently had more international work than stuff here in the States, Australia, Russia, and now Israel. I think because what you're doing, are you doing the puppet shows in those areas? Because I think that might have something to do with it. I think there's probably more people who are interested in that type of entertainment there. I think stuff like that. We have a guy downtown that used to be downtown. He would do puppet shows, and people were, he would get some people watching, but he never did get too big of an audience. He used to. I don't remember him doing it, getting many. Last time I saw, a custom built marionette. Yeah. Because I've seen like you put a lot of work into what you do. It's a lot of people, a lot of the independent people are putting a lot of work into the stuff they're doing. And there's some really good stuff happening out there, like the stuff you're doing. just a lot of the independent people I see, they're really, really, really tackling this stuff head on. And so the United States is a tough market for Marion. The American audience don't seem interested. I don't think they are. I'm pretty sure there's some people who are interested in it. But my question is, do they know of its existence? Because I know that a lot of times when people think marionettes, they think kids shows, things like that. But if it's like the comic book market, there's a point where comic books, when you thought comic books, you were just thinking, okay, this is entertainment for kids. And then, things like The Dark Knight Returns happened. You had books like The Watchmen, stuff like that. So I think that might be a thing where people kind of think of it as entertainment for kids. Are you doing kids shows? Are you doing are you doing like general audience? What type of stuff are you? What type of stuff are you? What type of stuff? Shows. What type of shows do you do? See, that's why I've been trying to get marionette films up on YouTube, but they take for yeah. That's probably the bane of the. I have barely a handful on my second channel. It's often a year between uploads. Ooh. Yeah, because if you're gone for like a few days, if you're gone for a few days on YouTube, people can forget about you. So I do PG-13 puppets, not for kids, horror. Okay, all right. So you have a nice amount of a nice range of stuff that you do. That's good. YouTube is probably that's going to be a tough nut to crack unless you can figure out how to get how to do it much quicker. That's what's happening with the animators too. The animators are having that problem because it takes so long to do the animation, and it's going to take them. It takes them about 2 or 3 days just to do like a 1-minute animation. So that kind of, and plus it's only 1 or 2 minutes. Sometimes 3 if you can get 3 minutes in there. And so the algorithm doesn't necessarily, kind of frowns on 2 or 3 minute videos. See, off topic, but what camera are you using for live stream? I am actually using my webcam in my MacBook, but I'm going to try to use my SJ Cam, the SJ7 Star, and see if I can do something with that next time, just to see if that will work. But right now, I'm currently using the 720p, the never-changing 720p MacBook Pro camera. So it's dark, magical, strange, Victoria. Ooh, Jack, that sounds good. The type of puppet shows that you're doing, that sound there definitely should be somebody interested in that kind of in that type of stuff. I think you just need to find an audience. Have you you know what you might want to think about doing? And I know this might seem strange in today's social media, in this kind of landscape, but you might want to try some flyers. You might want to try some flyers that tell people that you're doing these puppet shows. You maybe try to put on, maybe rent some space and try. And I don't know what the laws are in your city, but maybe you could do something just on the street and tell people that you're doing it. See who's interested in it. Maybe try to get together with the schools and things like that and see if they'll let you do that. Yeah, I need to upload more often. I need to lower my overhead costs so I'm not constantly working on unrelated things just to pay. Well, see, that's where I'm at right now. What I think you should do, and this is again, this is what I'm doing. You should use your YouTube account to pull everything together. So basically, you would just be uploading a lot of interesting content. So if you're, if you make everything that you're doing, you find some way to make it into content. I think that would be the route you should probably take. And again, that's because of the landscape, the changing landscape on YouTube. You never know what's going to happen. That's going to give you so many options as to something that could go viral, something that could jump off, something that can just interest people. It just opens the doors for. It just opens the door to more options. With my Patreon now, pulling it together for one channel. Yeah, that's a good move because that's what I'm starting to do now with the with the comic books. I had kind of let the comic books go, and that was like a thing with me. I had kind of forgotten about that, as well as the publishing. I was doing that as well, and I had forgotten about it. But hold on just a second. On somebody that I'm back on stream. I had forgotten about um, the actual publishing and all that stuff. I just let it go, and that's stuff that I should have been really pushing more and talking about more on YouTube, and I just wasn't. So that's some stuff that in 2018 I plan on pushing everything and really trying to get more information out about it. More information just about myself and about everything that I'm doing. And I'm just gonna be, I'm this year I'm really just gonna just go crazy with it. Really try to get out there and make something happen with it. Let's see, my Patreon isn't big enough yet to make all the time worthwhile. Balancing act, trying to edit all the footage I've shot and get the uploads. What you might want to do. How long are the videos? How long are the videos that you're trying to do? Because what you might want to do is a bunch of short videos. A bunch of short videos first. So like three, or not three, but like 4 or 5 minute videos, and you do a bunch of those, and then see how those work. I mean, just for getting your just to get your channel out in the just to get your channel out into the in the algorithm, just to let so YouTube goes, oh, okay, well, this guy is uploading consistently. It doesn't even have to be anything special. As long, all it has to do is be content that's interesting to the viewer. So that's kind of where I'm at myself, just trying to figure out what will be interesting to the viewer and what can I get up there to get the eyes on the channel. Let's see. I got somebody else here. Let's see. I just want to contact. Let's see. Let's see. Let them know I'm actually in chat, or not in chat. I'm actually streaming. Let's see. There we go. So see if this person's up and if they want to come in on the stream. See, big problem for me is to maker DIY videos take a lot of time to edit. There are so many cuts and explanations. Let's see, I have a 1 hour video coming up that's taking me a month to edit. You know what? A 1 hour video, that might be good. That might be good for your channel. because YouTube likes watch time. If it's a and if it's is it going to be a how-to video? Because if it's a how-to video, that might be really good for the channel. Let's see. I'm actually looking for. Okay, there we go. But yeah, that could be pretty good for a channel. And this a little trick is that YouTube favors watch time, and they favor let's see, it's consistency, watch time, and there's something else that they're into. Let's see, consistency, watch time. But I know consistency and watch time are the two big ones. But too, I have a video on my vlogging channel, that video about Smugly Puff. That video just blew up. My most watched video. Oh, let's see, I'll hit you up in the next few days to pick it. All right, worth it or not. Tell her I said happy birthday. And take it easy. And yeah, we'll talk about a collab. That sounds good. That's good. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Long time engagement is the third. Yeah, engagement. Yes. How many people watch your video, and what they, and this, because this is like a thing people don't know. It's like when people do the like whether people give your video a thumbs up or thumbs down, it doesn't matter. It's like as long as they do something and put on the channel and stuff like that, and happening, you're doing good. That's happening. You can get that kind of attention. You can get somebody looking at your stuff. You can get somebody commenting and leaving any kind of comments on your video. You can do very well, and responding to those comments do good too. So a lot of that is what it takes to keep those videos going. And if you're doing that kind of stuff, and the thing about you is the stuff you're doing is so niche. Have you actually searched to see if anybody else is doing that kind of video on YouTube? Because that could be a market that you could grab. That could be a market that's there, that's just waiting for, that's just there for the taking. So, I mean, it's about, and I don't necessarily know how you would go about actually doing that, but let's see. Hold on just a second. All right, there we go. I don't know how you would go about it. Not too many puppeteers on YouTube. Thanks to the camera you sent me, I'm able to get multiple angles. Oh, that's great. I'm glad you found use for that camera. That's awesome. And yeah, definitely use the use it in 2K. Let's see. Hold on a second. I just want to let this person know. Let's see. I'm going to invite someone else in. Let's see if they want to come in. See, and I'm letting them know we're talking about YouTube, and so bring her in if she wants to pop up. But so yeah, that could be a niche market. I mean, because of the fact there's not a lot of puppeteers on YouTube, that's something that you might be able to maybe able to jump into. See, All right, there we go. Let's see. Things the thing with that camera is I realized when I keep it stable in good light, it's pretty decent quality. It's kind of perfect to have them. Yeah, it's not a bad camera. It's just see the only thing with that camera, it's like I was talking about in the review. Um, I don't know what they did with the 1080p. It's like that's like in 2018. That's like the one thing you should get right is 1080p on a camera. Yet somehow, some way, they managed to mess the 1080p up, and the 2K seems to be pretty good. So if you get that's another thing. The stabilization is iffy. So like you said, if you keep it stable, it should be fine. But I don't know what they did with the 1080p. Let's see. Let's see. This was. Hold on. Just need to say something here real quick. See this. This was all. Um, all right. I think I spelled it right. Let's see. Hey, TC. Hey guys, let's see. What do we have? 3 people watching now. This is a 3 people. So Jack, see, that is Taj. Taj is another filmmaker, action films. Is Nova still around? Taj does action films too. He's going to actually be in transit, and he's actually doing some of the work over there. By the way, send me your information. Send me a PM for your information so I can get you set up and everything. Because I'm actually going to be taking care of some of that stuff tomorrow, Todd. And in case you're wondering what's going on, there is a 30-second there's a 30-second delay. Like when you post in the, it'll be about 30 seconds before I actually respond to that, and that's because I'm actually looking at the chat screen. I don't know why it's not popping up in the Google Hangouts. I'm actually looking at the chat screen there, so that's what's happening. Let's see. There we go. So we were just talking about the future of YouTube, or at least our future on YouTube, and what we were trying to do to improve there to actually try to. Oh, hey, Heat Nova 1 here. Taj Heat Nova 1 likes the action films. TC, he does action films as well. He does action shorts and things like that, and he's going to be in transit, and he's actually doing some of the shooting on transit as well. But he's going to pop up in there. So, and he's also in Wages of Sin, the Wages of Sin sequel when we get ready to do that. So we have to get back. Oh wow, I had forgotten about that. So yeah, so he's, and if you check out some of his videos, he's got some really nice fight stuff up there. Some of his stuff really nice HK style. So, so TC, what we were talking about, moving everything together and kind of getting it into trying to take everything that we're working on, moving it to connecting that with our YouTube channel and trying to push and promote that way. So that's what we were talking about, and looking forward to 2018. What our plans were for that. So something I think you should probably think about too. You do some really good work, and I think you should be getting some stuff up too. More more content on YouTube as well, because right now it's all about the amount of content. If you ever want props or practical effects in your movies, I'd be down to work on that, and I could make a maker video as a cross. Oh, that would be nice. As a make meaning in terms of yes, TC, definitely in terms of content. What I'm doing is I'm moving into I'm going to kind of move my vlogs over here, but I'm going to change how the vlogs are done and the content of the vlogs. And just looking at some of the stuff that I look at, I kind of want to create my own kind of setup. And there's some things that I see I've been missing in my vlogs, and just some things I've been kind of doing, I would say incorrectly. So I want to kind of and fix that up. And especially now that I know a little bit more about getting content out, especially, and I have, you know, I'm a little bit more knowledgeable about getting it out quickly. Let's see, I can make a rubber or foam claw hammer, for instance. You use it in a movie. I should. Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Let's definitely talk about see, prop making, because I always need props and stuff. Let me talk about that. There's like, see, this is the kind of stuff I wanted to do last year, and I'm actually glad, because actually, Jack, you were one of the first people that I met in doing that. So that was one of the first things. One of the things I wanted to do last year was actually start contacts with other YouTubers and collaborations and things like that. But I really didn't start doing that until like the middle or end of the year. Like, you know, it was like later on in the year. I didn't do it as early on as I would have wanted. Or maybe a chain with a big hook on it for a fight scene. That's some of Taj's stuff right there. That's his kind of thing. But yeah, that sounds cool. There's a lot that can be done there. Also, your comic book coloring, that stuff is nice. And for you guys who don't know, Jack does coloring as well. He does like graphic arts and coloring and stuff. Yeah, he's really good. He did some colors for me for one of my comic book covers, and that's probably going to pop out sometime this year. That's what I'm hoping for. I have 3 issues, at least 3 issues for Epitaph Bread and Salt, the ongoing series, coming out this year. At least that's the plan. So I'm thinking it could be 1 or 2 with the manga that I'm doing. So the manga book is probably going to wait for a while. It was a while ago since we did that, but it is coming. I just got the books I just got on Comixology. I just got the books on Comixology probably about 2 months ago. So Comixology is good. Comixology actually has more people on it than I thought. So that cover will probably pop up on Comixology probably in I want to say a few months, but I got to actually put the book together first, and then it'll probably be up there. And plus, I think they are a month. Like if I upload something, it comes out next month, or I don't know if that's the case now that I'm actually part of Comixology. But when I first uploaded, it took like about a month or 2 for them to get the stuff up there. So that's what's happening with that. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up. And next time I'm going to actually do, I'm going to do it like a, like a notice to let everybody know that I'm going to be live streaming time. I might do another one maybe at the end of the week, something like that. I don't know if I'm going to do this maybe once or twice a week or something. Maybe I end up doing like Andy Warski and like making a live stream like every day or something. So maybe that will be a nice thing. Also, just so you guys know, these live streams are actually good content as well because they stay on your channel as videos. So these live streams actually make good content for if you're struggling for content. Hold on just a second. Somebody is hitting me up on Facebook. I think this, oh no, wait a minute. This might actually be somebody trying to come into the, actually that would be on Twitter. I think this might be somebody trying to come in. Hold on just a second. I'm going to tell them that I'm actually going to, I'm actually wrapping up. Let's see. I can't join screen right now. Okay, hold on. I'm going to tell them, okay, I'm wrapping up now. All right, guys, you take it easy. It was nice talking to you. And hopefully in the next few days, I will do another one of these and I will schedule it. See, I've been wanting to do a podcast for a while. I'll talk to you all. Okay, sounds good. A podcast sounds excellent. See, and you forgot to mention Epitaph Action. You coming out to I we'll see about that. We'll have to rake in some major dough. If we do good this year, I actually do plan to come out to LA this year. I plan to come out to LA for VidCon. So hopefully I can be out there for that. So maybe we can connect and do something. Plus, I have a few friends out there. I don't know if I'll be able to get in touch with them or what, but I do plan to be there. So hopefully we can make that work out as well. Guys, you take it easy. And next time, hasta.